We are live. What's happening, my people? It's a beautiful Tuesday, July 11th. It's about 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm live to talk about some UFC Vegas 77, Q&A it up with the chat. The poll is correct because I was, a few minutes late, and I apologize, man. I took a quick shower. The next you know it was already 7:45. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be a couple minutes late to the show, but I'm here. I'm ready to rock. I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to chatting it up with you guys about this card. Back on a more normal posting schedule, which I feel really good about. Yesterday, honestly, more than normal. I'm on like a super posting schedule. If you guys been keeping your eyes peeled on the channel, you know I've been dropping content on content. Because I've been doing the news reactions, which I told you guys I was going to start doing, and I'm committing to it, and I'm very excited about where that's going. So, shout out to everybody showing the love. Today, we're doing a live breakdown. We'll talk about each of the matchups on the card. I'll get your guys' take on it by throwing up polls in the chat, and then, we'll Q&A it up for a little bit in the beginning and towards the end. I appreciate my people for tuning in. I'm looking forward to this show back once again after last week, which was 4th of July week. I was off of the normal schedule, but I'm in town, I'm comfortable, and I'm excited. Shout out to the people in the chat. We got the Bob first comment, says, "What's up, AJ?" I already replied to him. I saw that as I was setting the stream up. My guy. Lush Lomain, "What's happening, bro?" Tone Miggins, my guy. Beavis and Buddy says, "AJ's late because he's out burgling again with his mate from Home Alone, avoiding traps. Hopefully he's okay because some of them look painful." You're pretty funny, Beavis and Butthead. I like the enthusiasm that you bring, my friend. Let's get it, Rod. Let's go. Plus 280 on time. Yeah, listen, you would have lost if you bet the underdog there. Where's Finch? So the money line is on Thursday this week. I guess the community tab was not pushed out to the people. I dropped a post last night about money line being rescheduled to Thursday this week. Mike, he's got family in town. So I said, yeah, let's reschedule it. We can do it later in the week. So Finchman will be back with me Thursday for a special Thursday edition of Money Line, which maybe it's a better thing. Drickus is actually good. I'm starting to believe in him. The fight with Izzy is very close. Oh, bro, I think Drickus is good after that win over Rob Whittaker. Holy hell. Holy hell. Yeah, you did miss something, Zeno Gray. So money line is going to be Thursday. I'll say it a few times during the stream. Thursday, money line. That's the time usual. I think, actually, I don't know the exact time. I think we're going live Thursday at 9, if I'm not mistaken. Might be 8. I got to check with Mike. I'll let you guys know. The community tabs, keep your eyes peeled on it. I'll be dropping updates of what's going on with the channel. And as fight news drops, I'll be dropping videos. So expect to see, a lot more content per usual. What's up, Jim? I see in the chat. Card absolutely sucks this week, Adrian Payne says. Listen, Jack Della Maddalena was added to it, and I'm excited to break down that fight. I don't think it absolutely sucks. I just feel like it's not near what UFC 290 was. So when we ride the high of a mega card and then we're left with average, it's very hard for us. Me included. It's hard for me too. With all these underdog wins, I know I was riding for Aljo, but I'm legit picking O'Malley. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. I like the O'Malley pick, bro. O'Malley. What's up, Danny? I'm doing well, homie. How you doing? Hyena says, "Dude, I warned you for picking Moreno. I got into trouble with that. You're right. I told you to pick Pantoja and New Start to listen to your audience." Hyena, listen, it's going to be better. It's going to be better this week. Drickus hasn't been better all around than anybody he's faced, bro. He's just a winner. The dude's got incredible drive, and he's made of steel, so I really am on the Drickus train. I'm a big DDP fan, Random says. I honestly thought he had almost no chance against Rob. I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, too. I was actually a little bit shocked, and then I said, damn, this guy's a monster. I got to start putting some respect on his name because he's a straight killer. Thomas Manzanaro, sup, AJ? What's up, bro? Alizar Bekele. Guys, this card isn't even that bad. JDM, McKinney, Azat, Prado, and Sadykhov. It's not that bad. It's more the cherry on top is a little bit spoiled because Holly Holm is 41 years of age. It's not a massive main event. Hey, salute to you, Frank Sobotka. Drickus also has crazy strength in wrestling. He manhandled Rob. It was kind of crazy to see him throw Rob like he did and then get on top. and just beat the fuck out of him. Like, if there was more time in the round, he might got to finish. And I said, holy shit. Duplessis a freak, man. Duplessis is a freak. It's a good card. Problem is, too many people go by the name value or recognizable names to rate a card as opposed to talent. There is good talent and there's good fights. I don't really indulge with round robins, bro, but maybe I should. You absolutely love Holm. You're a Holly Holm lover. Listen, she's a legend, bro. Quick question before the picks. Do you watch MMA esports events sometimes, AJ? I've never seen an MMA esport event. I didn't even know that was a thing. So they play like UFC Undisputed or UFC 4? I did not know that. No, I have no knowledge of the MMA esports, bro. But that's interesting. That's pretty cool. The fight was Duplessing. You thought I was swinging some Jack Daniels? Yeah, I had to get a little buzz. No, it's subtly sweet, pure leaf, low sugar tea. I like it. Person can't pick fights, too many variables. A person can only guess and hope for the best. That's why prediction, bro. It's a hypothesis. We take everything that we know about X fighter leading up to their matchup with the other X fighter, and I give my hypothesis. That's the picks, bro. It's part of the game. Some things you see better than others. I can see Izzy being way too emotional and overextended, trying to hurt Drakus and getting put on bottom and pounded out. Listen, if you watched my recent reaction video to the potential fight between Adesanya and Drakus Duplessis, you know I went ham, and I think Drakus is the guy. If O'Malley wins, how does he do it? If O'Malley wins, I'd assume he stops him. It's going to be a TKO. DDP wrestled with Terrance Hill. He would do the same with Izzy. His game plan would be wrestling for sure. I see him putting him on his back, but it's got to be mixing in a bit of striking. Top 3 Robbie Lawler moments that don't include Roy McDonald fight, LOL. Top 3 Robbie Lawler moments, not including that. The Nick Diaz fight, the retirement, and I guess the win over Carlos Condit where he defended the belt. Hi, AJ, this card sucks. I'm going all in next card in London. My home card for Tom Aspinall, KO. I respect you on Tommy Boy. I think he wins by KO. You think Crut's a failure? He should have retired? Hap Chandler. That's funny as shit. Odds are way too close on the home fight. I think Holly wins with low difficulty. I see her dominating later, yeah. Landing takedowns. I'll parlay this weekend. Holly Holm, Albert Duraev, Prado, and Tucker Lutz. I like it. I'm on all of those picks. Hey, my boy AJ, good to see you. Hey, good to see you too, Mr. Aliyah Murdoch. You bet on every woman that's 2-1 or higher every time now. You might be fucking making money. What's up, bro? Living like Larry, my guy. I put Whitaker from 5, Tapology favorite fighter to 13, bro. Disappointed. You got fucked up. It's just Duplessis, that dude. AJ's the underdog sniper. I won so much off the Lawler pick and Rizzy Bov. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man, I hit some money dogs. Jim says, I didn't mean that personally, AJ. It's like that with everything we bet on. It's only we need a little luck, man. We need luck on our side. So the esports, they play UFC 4, like MFC, for example, and so much more. That's interesting. I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that. Ashley Evans Smith returned to be interesting to see how she does after being away for a while. I'm interested to see how she does, too. I think she's going to get beat. You put in the work with these videos. Thank you, Mr. Static Extract. Your picks are always as good as they can get in this unpredictable sport. My guy. Thank you, brother. You don't think my Tucker Lutz pick is going to hit? We'll see, Alizar. I bet on all the zebras in the world that DDP will ground and pound Izzy. Tyson on the card, doing his way underrated. Yeah, but he's 39. He's 39, bro. He's 39. Molly McCann is to lose by sub next week. Her jiu-jitsu is bad, but KO power real. What do you think? Dude, I haven't even thought about Molly McCann's fight next week. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. AJ, I look forward to your streams more than gurus. Hell yeah, Hap Chandler. I appreciate you, bro. I need to be doing more live streams. I need to just be doing Q&As every fucking day. But hey, we are getting there. It's going to happen. Closing in on 20,000 subscribers, bro. I'm actually right about to hit 18,000. I'm really excited, man. And the channel's going in the direction I want it because I'm adding in the content that I have so much fun fucking producing, which is the news reaction and takes. Opinions on Dylan Dennis taking down Alex Pereira. Is it that much of a surprise? I mean, Dylan Dennis is a jiu-jitsu champ. Alex Pereira, pure striker. Streams of fire. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All right, you guys are getting your votes in for the first fight of the night. What do you think of Kevin Lee retiring? I'll answer this first. I mean, the beating that he took in his last fight, I think absolutely diminished his confidence as far as competing with the upper echelon of guys at 170 pounds. And then you take into the fact that he really can't make 155 pounds whatsoever anymore. He feels like he's pretty much in no man's land and is just going to be another mid-tier to back-end tier welterweight. So I don't think that was ever Kevin Lee's plans. He saw himself as elite. Obviously, he didn't tend to, for the most part, live up to his early hype, but he had an okay career. The fight game is hell. The fight game is warfare, and he took some fucking damage, but he also had some big moments. He had some moments. What are your thoughts on who should face Volk at Abu Dhabi with Charles and Volk out? Dude, I said the I don't know part. Like I said, I don't know. Like I genuinely have no idea. Is it going to be... Whoa. I'm getting a little internet connection slowing on me, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. The Wi-Fi should be back to normal. Hopefully you guys are good. Let me know in the chat if it looks good. Because, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm having a little bit of lag over here. I'm paying my fucking Wi-Fi, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. What the fuck? Weird, man. Yeah, I think it's good now. All right, good. Yeah, I switched Wi-Fi servers. I have a couple. We Gucci. Let me catch up. What are we saying? Get the likes up, fellas. Yeah, get the likes up for me, man. Get the likes up for you, boy. Get the likes up. Get the likes up for me. I'm good now, bro. I'm good. I don't know what was up with the internet, man. Occasionally happens, bro. It's part of the game, I guess. But no, we're running good now. I got my stats in front of me with Gucci. You think that Sean Strickland could jab Rob Whittaker up and beat him? I'm going to lean no, but I want to see that fight. That's the fight that I'm asking for now is Rob Whittaker versus Sean Strickland. Do you think the UFC will do Topuria versus Volk next? I feel like Ilya is still too green at this point. I don't think Ilya Topuria is going to beat Alexander Volkanovski, especially if they do it relatively soon. But I understand the UFC needs talent to come in and face him. They need talent to do it. They need it. Now I got to double check on my damn internet on the stream and see how it's looking. All right, we're good now. Yes, I just got excellent connection. Beautiful. Beautiful. Back to per usual, man. Back to per usual. What the hell was that? Hamzat fighting Cannonier is perplexing. He went AWOL and pissed Dana off. I don't get it, man. I don't like that fight with Cannonier at all. But actually, you know, take it back. I like it, but I don't like it that much. I would much rather have seen him versus Usman in 170. You can't believe Francis got the fight. I'm feeling grateful that Francis got the fight because it shows, hey, maybe you can fight against the system once in a while and win. Volk vs. Islam rematch. The problem is the UFC Abu Dhabi card is like what? October 21st? That's not a long time if Volk has to get surgery. I think they have it too soon, man. Their timing for these pay-per-views for when the, you know, number one contenders are fighting is like really off. I do want to get into the picks here, guys. So let's start it off. Let's get into the first fight of the night. We got Tucker Lutz versus Baghdasaryan. If you guys watched the full card predictions already, You'll know I am on Tucker Lutz because I believe he is a more well-versed, specifically on the ground, mixed martial artist. Yes, Melsik Baghdasaryan is the better and more flashy kickboxer. He's probably more dangerous in the striking department. But I do believe Tucker Lutz can employ a pressure-heavy game plan, threaten with takedowns, even get on top and garner some control time and beat a Melsik Baghdasaryan here by a submission. Note something about Melsik Baghdasaryan, 7-2, right? He's what, 31? Tucker Lutz, 29, 12-3, more experience in this game. I got Tucker Lutz, guys. I think Tucker's the dude. I think he's going to win the fight. Tucker Lutz is sitting at nearly plus 180 as the underdog with, oh no, excuse me, this line has shifted. Tucker Lutz now plus 124. He's becoming a very popular dog, man. It's probably because I said it. You know, everybody, we're jumping on the dog train with me. We're on dog money, Tucker Lutz, to get it done. I'm looking at the odds for the fight, though, as far as the submission prop for Tucker Lutz, plus 700. And I really don't think it's impossible for him to lock up a submission in the later rounds. So I do like Tucker Lutz to win. Obviously, money line is better. But you wouldn't be crazy to touch the submission prop in this fight. I did not do Terrance McKinney yet, no. I did not do McKinney just yet. Did I see Dom Fry at International Fight Week Q&A? I didn't see that, bro. The people in the chat are all over Tucker Lutz at 63%. So you guys seem to be Tucker Lutz fanatics out here. I haven't heard any news on Johnny Walker. I don't think Francis Ngannou is going to sleep Tyson Fury, dude. Like, we can have fun and say maybe, but no. The McKinney fight's coming up, dude. I'm going in bout order. This is the first fight of the night we're starting with. I feel like Tucker Lutz has decided, at least betting-wise, that makes sense. Look at Tucker Lutz, dude. 8-0 amateur fighter, so he's got a good amount of experience. Obviously lost his debut. Went on an absolute tear until he ran into Pat Sabatini, who is a pretty monstrous grappler, and then Daniel Pineda, who's just a fucking scrappy veteran. Melsik Baghdasaryan, a lot less experienced, older than Tucker Lutz. I got to go with Lutz to win, man. I think he beats the kickboxer. So give me Tucker Lutz in the first fight, and it seems like the people in the chat fully agree. You guys are on the same side, man. You guys like Tucker Lutz to get the win in this fight here. First fight, I'm going to put it down. The people's picks. I'll track them, man. I'll track them. Has anyone tried the fade AJ strat and has it worked? Maybe that's your fucking move this week, man. We'll see. Maybe you pick Myra Bueno Silva and you cash. I feel like it's hard to judge until weigh-in. I just like the stylistic matchup in favor of the grappler or pressure fighter in Tucker Lutz, who does have a grappling base, even though he's not horrendous in the striking. Not great either. I do want to throw the poll up for the next fight on the card. Let's throw it up. Let's throw it up. No, I can't see who voted for what in the polls, just the numbers. You can let me know in the chat who you guys got between Tucker Lutz and Melsik Baghdasaryan, and the same goes for this next fight between Costa and Austin Lingo. Let's move on up to it. All right, next fight is Austin Lingo versus Melquizael Costa. I do believe Melquizael Costa is going to be pretty dominant in this fight. I see like pretty significant grappling skill set advantage for him, and then I see a kickboxing Muay Thai-esque striking style, whereas Austin Lingo is like a pretty one-dimensional boxing-based fighter. I'm going Costa to win. I see him probably getting the back of Lingo and strangling him. Pretty one-sided fight for me here. I'm confident Costa gets it done. He's going to beat Austin Lingo here. He's 3 years younger. He's got more experience, and he's also more dangerous on the ground by a significant margin. Lingo's really only got a puncher's chance. So I like Costa at minus 200. I think that's actually not a horrible line because I think his likelihood of success is high here. Lingo's plus 170. Costa to win by submission plus 375. That's going to be my official prediction. I think Costa, submission, Austin Lingo, I mean, you look at his losses. He lost to Yusuf Zalal, and then he also just recently lost to Nate the Train Landwehr. He was subbed in that fight. And he really showed me in that fight that he only throws punches. He's boxing based, but like he's pretty much only boxing in the stand-up. It doesn't matter even about that, though. I think Costa will throw some kicks, but he's going to get takedowns, and he's going to get the back and strangle Lingo. So I got submission in probably the second round for him. Second round. You picked Tucker Lutz in the first fight and Lingo in the second. All right, Beavis and Butthead. Uncle Vito, what happened in Moneyline this week? For the people wondering, man, I'll reiterate it. It's on Thursday. I posted something up in the community tab, but I guess that doesn't, go out to like the vast majority of the subscribers. So Thursday edition of the Moneyline. Keep your eyes peeled. No, it's not canceled. It's just on Thursday instead this week. That's what Uncle Vito says, Mr. John Januso. And guys, we're at 27 likes. I'd like to see 30 likes up in here live. So make sure you guys smash the like button if you're enjoying. And looking at the poll, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm genuinely surprised that there's 39% of you who are on Lingo. What do you guys, if you're picking Lingo and you're in the chat and you're willing to type, what do you see for Lingo? Like, why is Lingo your pick? What do you like for him? Hey, I'm glad you see my community tabs all the time, bro. Good, good, good. Yeah, there's love for Lingo, but I totally disagree with it. I'm pretty fucking confident that Costa's going to win by submission here. I see it as like a real one-sided matchup. Yeah, the big 3-0, baby. The big 3-0. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you have an argument. You know what I'm saying? Lorenzo's vids, better boxer. But he's only got boxing. I mean, yeah, in pure boxing, but he only brings boxing. I think the better kicker, the better Thai style, striking in the clinch, the better grappling is all Costa. So, to me, Costa is the A side here, man. I respect you guys on the other side, but give me Costa with high confidence, dude. He's a confident-ass pick. Lingo got underrated boxing with Costa all day. I agree. Lingo can box. I think he's a good boxing style, but only boxing, and I think he runs into trouble. I'm going to keep running up the card. I'm going to set the poll up for the next fight on it so we can get this breakdown going into the ladies' fights. Beavis and Butthead, he says it all depends on that puncher's chance. It's a coin toss, to be honest. If Costa influences his game. But yeah, no, I respect your take, brother. Odds play on Lingo here. It's just a pick. Okay. Yeah, I guess, you want that dog money. I get it. I'm on the other side. Lingo's going to beat Costa like a dingo. It's fucking funny, dude. All right, get your votes up in the chat for the next fight on the card. Let's keep moving on up. The next one is ladies matchup between Istela Nunes and Victoria Dudakova. So my pick in this fight is Victoria Dudakova. I think that she will secure takedowns, top position, and work towards a submission. I respect Istela Nunes' kickboxing. She was absolutely on point with a shot that dropped Yasmin Yaregui, which is the hardest last name, Yaragoi, Horegi, whatever. She got knocked out by Denise Gomes then in one punch, so I guess it hurt Istela Nunes' last performance. She's also been submitted before, and I think she's going to get controlled on the ground by Dudakova. Istela Nunes has striking, but she's a primarily only striker, and it's not like she's like super, super top tier there. Obviously, she's proficient, but she's not like elite or anything like that. So I think Dudakova as a prospect is a pretty high confidence winner pick. Now, if you look at it from a betting perspective, you're betting on a 24-year-old girl with 6 pro fights against a 6-4 girl who's 30 at minus 290. It's, oh no, excuse me, minus 200. It opened at minus 550. Wow. There is so much love on Istela Nunes. Please tell me why. Is it because the masses are doing the fade, the women's favorites, especially when they're debuting? I think this time they're going to be wrong. Nunes is just not really impressive, anywhere outside of her stand-up, and she's in a matchup where she's going to be pushed and forced to grapple. Dudakova to win by a submission, plus 200. Dudakova by a decision, plus 175. And now she's sitting at just minus 204. It's a lot better than minus 550. It's crazy that it opened that wide and then shrunk down. Because, yeah, it was minus 290. I remember seeing it high. Damn. Istela Nunes causing a line flip. Interesting. I think people are going to bet that dog even more, right? Thinking that everybody's on it. I don't know, man. That's a Vegas play. They're trying to get you. They're trying to get you, bro. They're trying to get you, brother. Yeah, Jack Della's on the card. Jack Della's on the card. You guys, some of you guys I see liking Lingo with his volume, tougher comp. All right. You think Nunes because she's due for a win? I don't think she's due for a win. You sent me a few shekels offline. Where'd you send me those shekels, brother? Which app? Leaning slight towards Nunes here. No bet, though. I don't think Nunes is good at all. I think on the ground she's going to get beat. Because no female should be over 3-1. 30 could be prime years of experience opposed to Dudakova, but I'm going with Dudakova. Willing to take a shot on Duda, but just not knowing. Nunes has definitely dealt with Dudakova's style more, in my opinion. True, not very success-based at 6-4 as a pro. Dudakova ground and pound. 81% of the people are on Dudakova, as am I. I'm confident that she does probably win. She should win. But I'm not going to go out there and bet her. It just doesn't really make sense. Like, yeah, she probably wins, but it's risky. I mean, I guess it's like any other fight. Could it shit in the bed for you? Yes. Could she hit? Maybe. Maybe we throw a D-Gen parlay and I'll throw her in at the end. Why not? I think that she is going to win the fight. I am pretty damn sure that she wins. I'm pretty sure that she wins the fight. Yeah. I'll check the over odds for you in 1 sec, bro. Let's throw the poll up real quick. All right. Next fight's poll is up. Let me check the odds for the over from my guy in the chat. Over 2.5 is minus 140. I just don't feel confident in the over, though, because you have, submission finishes pretty regularly by rear naked choke. Then you see choke losses for Istela Nunes. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dudakova. I do think there's a chance of sub, but she could be totally exposed and end up not being good. Very, tricky fight for the. I guess not a very tricky fight. It sounds dumb. That's not what I mean. It's like, betting wise, it's tricky to sit down and say yes, let's ride with Dudakova, because she's 2-1 favorite and she's unproven as fuck. So like, realistically, the smart thing to do would be not bet on a fight like this. Let's keep running up the card. Next fight on the card is Genaro Valdéz versus Evan Elder. I am picking Evan Elder to win. He's looked pretty good. At least in his last fight, he looked pretty good, even though he lost. He hits with some power. He's a strong guy. He's like, pretty imposing. And then on the opposite side, Genaro Valdéz, like an okay, Mexican striker. Bit of sting on his punches. He's tough, but he's hittable. I feel like Elder has the advantage in the power and in the ground, like the grappling, takedowns, wrestling, everything. So just give me the side of Evan Elder, and I think he TKOs him in the second or third round. I feel like Evan Elder's actually pretty good, and he's so young, dude. 26, 7-2. Like, I know he's taken some fumbles, but he came into UFC up a weight class, and Preston Parsons is a strong guy. And then he fought against Sadykhov, and like he's actually, competitive and winning moments of that fight. And then he gets a cut stoppage in a matchup that could have gone either way. So Evan Elder, I think, is a pretty surefire winner. I feel confident that he wins. Now, I recognize that it's not, the greatest betting line. He's a minus 280 favorite here, but I really think he's going to win the fight. Plus 265 for Valdéz. Now I'm seeing it swell to minus 315. Evan Elder by TKO, plus 140. just note something about Genaro Valdéz. Natan Levy, he did go distance with, and then obviously he was badly finished by Frevola. The reason that I feel like I like finish here for Evan Elder is because he's a lot more heavy-handed than a Natan Levy, alongside of with just being a more athletic and pressure-heavy fighter. So I think looking at Frevola stopping Valdéz, I see an Evan Elder path to a TKO. So I'm going to predict TKO. Elder by TKO is not the best line you've ever seen at plus 140, but I think it's a real chance. Money line is ugly at minus 315, though. It's an ugly money line. A fugly money line. AJ, don't you think this Russian girl is another Yasmin Yeraigoy from last week? I don't think that. But, I mean, we could be wrong. We'll see. To be fair, MMA is impossible to predict, but that's what makes it so fun. I'm trying to become the fucking man with the crystal ball, bro. Dude is worth putting in a parlay for me. I'm fading Nunes that much. All right. Hey, thank you, Tannis. He says AJ is the man. I appreciate you. You watching Tough tonight, bro? Think it gets intense? Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I didn't watch last week because the result got exposed. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even want to watch. But yes, I'm planning on watching it tonight. Valdéz is going to kill Elder. That's your lock of the week. I've seen Elder's fights. Yes, I've looked back on tape, and when I'm not thinking, oh, shit, Valdéz is the guy to beat him. Valdéz is older than him. To me, looks less skilled. I think this is the Evan Elder fight. The chat is on Elder at 69% with, I think I would say moderate confidence then, seeing 69%. There's a couple of you, though, that think Valdéz is going to win. I mean, we got my guy John Czar saying his lock is Valdéz. Listen, I'll be thinking of you when that fight happens, and we shall see. But, bro, I'm confident Elder is going to beat him. I agree, Seagoat. They need to stop. If tough leaks get out, bro, it makes me not want to watch, dude. It makes me not want to watch. Hey, Red Riot, shout out to you. He says, pretty new to betting and been loving the vids. Hey, man, well, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you're already subscribed. And if you haven't, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Much love to you, Red Riot. Just bet intelligently. Don't go too fucking crazy. Try to pick up on, some certain patterns. And do your own research, too. Don't just listen to me and say, bro, I'm just going to blind bet. I tell you what I see and just my opinion. And then, obviously you do with that what you want. Yeah, Evan Elder isn't the Elder. He's younger. Yeah, Evan younger. Evan the young Mac. Evan the young savage Elder, okay? He's a tough dude. He's a savage. I like Evan Elder a lot to win. So give me Elder in this fight. Let's throw the poll up for the next one. Let's throw the poll up. Guys, we're at 36 likes. Let's get 40 likes up in here. So if you're watching, you're enjoying, you're a fan of the live stream, make sure you smash the like button for your boy. Bump, 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 bump. Be a degenerate savage, the Bob, with the great advice to the new better. That's tremendous. All right, let's keep running. Let's get to the next fight. The next matchup on the card, Carl Deaton III versus Alex Munoz. Listen, I think Alex Munoz is pretty good. I'm not saying he's world class, but he's pretty good. I know he's a lot less experienced than Deaton is, but I think he's like clearly better at wrestling, and he's more athletic. I'd say he's more powerful. I think he's going to put Carl Deaton on his back, control him for most of the fight. I don't know if Alex Munoz has the finishing abilities, but hey, he's got to win over Nick Newell. So at this point, that win's holding up beautifully. He's a team alpha male guy. Carl Deaton III is okay, but he got ran through by Joe Selecki. Munoz got a split decision loss to Violent Bob Ross, and Luis Pena is pretty dangerous and long. And you look at Munoz, I mean, he's the bigger guy here. He's 5'9" with a 72-inch reach. Deaton's 5'7" with a 67-inch reach, and like, Though Munoz is a wrestler, he's got some like deceptively quick hands. So I like Munoz to win. I think that Munoz is going to be better probably everywhere. Maybe Deaton would have like better jiu-jitsu, purely like slickness maybe. Nah, not even, bro. I'm lying to you. I'm just trying to give Deaton some respect because I don't want to completely shaft him. I don't think Carl Deaton is better than Munoz really anywhere. I see this as a fairly like dominant fight from Munoz, but like your concerns got to be like, oh shit, he hasn't fought in over 2 years and he's 0-2 in the UFC. But if there's ever a guy for him to beat, it's Carl Deaton, who took a really short notice fight against Joe Solecki and got ran over. So give me Munoz. Minus 135 Munoz. He opened at minus 160. It's interesting to me to see Munoz, now he's minus 155. He's been bouncing up and down and around. But that's interesting to me, man, because I think that he's a pretty surefire winner. I expect him to be a bigger favorite, but I guess because he's not really that experienced as far as how many fights he has, some people like the Deaton side because he does have the win over Justin James that stands tall. I think Alex Munoz beats him, man. I'm going Munoz by decision. Munoz by decision is plus 150. Not telling you that this is the best bet in the history of betting, though, for the simple fact that, like, you're betting on a guy who's 0-2 in the UFC versus a guy who's 0-1 in the UFC. And one of them doesn't even have 10 pro fights. So, like, there's some red flags about this matchup. But give me Alex Munoz to win. Oh, just lost the fucking line here. There we go. Give me Alex Munoz for the victory, brother. Alex Munoz. All right, let me read the chat here. The people are 90% on Munoz. Looking at the MMA magazine behind you, what was the first MMA thing you remember buying? I remember when I did martial arts as a kid, bro, and like getting the gloves. And then my old instructor, bro, from the school that I went to did a pro MMA fight. And it was in Tampa, and I went to it. And, like, bro, that's when I became, like, a real fan. It was pretty sick. Like, I just always liked fighting. Like, fighting was always around me. My dad was a hardcore boxing fan. My dad did boxing, and he had a gym, when I got into my teens and shit like that. Like, a legit boxing gym with fighters that trained there. And, like, I was in the corner for pro fighters at, like, 16, giving them the fucking stool and shit. So, like, I don't know. I guess been into the fight game over a fucking decade now, bro. Holy shit, more, bro. 15 years. I got into it, like, really started, like, actually paying attention to what the UFC was at, like, 9 years old. I remember going to the fights and then getting the magazine and then buying that UFC Sudden Impact game. And then I remember not long after they released UFC Undisputed, the first one, and I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. Matthew Raposo, I've won thousands from following your vids. Thank you, bro. Hey, hell yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Let's go, champ. Carl Deaton looks like a straight WWE wrestler, dude. Hey, Red Riot, man. What I'll tell you to really become knowledgeable in the game is, like, watch the whole card. Don't sleep on the prelims, man. Loading up on Munoz, not a bad idea. Just he's 0-2 in the UFC. I'm new to betting. Where do you suggest place bets? So, honestly, the best place you can go if you're in a state that allows, I would probably push you towards DraftKings. And then if that's not available, I do believe Bovada and BetOnline are like your next top two. Never bet on a dude with a rat tail. Loser gets cut. Definitely true, Jonah. Mine was Shamrock Hoist Gracie, 1997. Bro, that's before I was born. That's crazy. Munoz not a lock. Don't touch. His lack of experience makes me not want to touch. Deaton looks much better for this. I'm excited to see how he comes out. You didn't get into MMA until junior year of college? Hey, well, you're here now, bro. Dude, UFC Undisputed is the legendary UFC game series. I have high expectations for EA UFC 5, and I said it on the live stream when the UFC announced that it was coming out Saturday. I said, guys, if the game is good, if UFC 5 is good, I am 100% down to add in a fucking career mode series on the channel where I drop maybe like 1 or 2 videos a week where I just run through the career, or just do like a live Q&A while I fucking play. And I'll even fight some of you guys from the chat. So Francisco not winning, take Ottoman. I think Francisco chins him, dude. You watch UFC 1 with friends, that's legendary shit. Yeah, Shannon Ross is done in UFC. Sad for him, man. I actually felt like I very rarely feel like really bad for a guy that loses, that like I'm not like a major fan of. Like if there's a guy that I feel bad for was Shannon Ross, because like he literally can't win a fight under the Zuffa, or I guess not Zuffa anymore, but under like the UFC banner. Obviously Contender Series is not UFC, but it's still in the production company. It's still there. It's part of the promotion. And when he went out like that, I said, damn, bro. 3 losses, 3 knockouts. Welcome to the octagon. He got to the game late, bro. Got to the game late. Dude, I don't play a lot of video games, but I damn sure be playing UFC 5. Damn sure. Ottoman and Duraev for your locks. Duraev, is that what y'all think? I'll be talking about that matchup soon. But yeah. All right, so this fight here, I'm fucking sitting on the wrong page. I got Alex Munoz to win. I'm excited for this next flyweight fight, dude. The flyweight division is so lit. So lit. The flyweight division is lit. Super lit. You created Jake Paul in UFC 4. It's pretty lit, dude. I feel like UFC 2, EA UFC 2 was better, dude. At least the online mode was better. I like that you would like pick a fighter and you would have to use them every time, and like you could get those little stat cards and like move cards and shit and like build your fighter. And if you wanted to upgrade certain stats, you lose stats elsewhere, so you had to choose how you balance your fighter. I just thought that was like the coolest shit ever. Like you really, and it tracked your record. You got to see all your opponent's records. Like it felt so authentic. I fucking loved it. And then when they shifted to that ultimate team mode, I was just like, bruh, make this a separate mode. I want the ultimate championship. I want one fighter each weight class, or 3 weight classes, whatever. 4 weight classes if they include the women. That's what I want. That's what I want in the next one. I hope. I can only hope. I just hope the gameplay is good. Hope the grappling's not as clunky, because the grappling's fucking clunky. Next fight is Tyson Nam versus Azat Maksum. Azat Maksum should be a pretty high confidence pick, man. I think he's winning the fight. Dude looks nasty with his boxing. He's got nice straights and he works off a good jab. He's quality on the floor, and he's also 11 years younger than Nam. He's 16-0. Like, Maksum is in this spot to win. I think that he's somebody that could potentially go on the fast track, kind of like, the likes of a Shavkat Rakhmonov if he wins this fight. Let's look at this. Odds from Maksum. Minus 415. I am confident he wins. And I think I'm going to say inside distance. It's minus 120, but it saves you the headache of like, fuck, he ends up fucking dropping him and subbing him, but I pick knockout. Or, damn, I thought he was going to sub him, but he goes for the TKO on the ground. I'm going to say, I think knockout's pretty live, though. Plus 200 for that, plus 250 for that one. But, like, if you are more in the interest of just looking at the win, minus 120 is a lot better if you're prop betting. And, it's a lot better than betting minus 415. Maksum should win, and I think he's going to get the finish. Bueno Silva finished off Nam in the last fight, and then you can see he went to war with Matt Schnell, right? That was 2.5 years ago, and he's 39 at flyweight. Like, when guys pass 36, 37, and now you're in the flyweight division, it's one thing if you're in, like, a lighter weight class. If you're even at a lighter weight class, I'm not saying heavier weight class. If you're 185 pounds and up, normally, like, your mid-30s is not as concerning. Even in your 40s, bro, if you're a lightweight or a heavyweight. But at 125 pounds, where, like, everything is based upon being extremely quick, you got to be able to scramble crazy, and the guys are just all so dangerous with their speed and skills, and, like, everybody's so technically proficient. If you're slowed down in one area or you have a lot of wear and tear, it just doesn't seem likely that you're going to win against somebody in the complete opposite position who seems to have a fuckload of hype on him. So give me Azat Maksum for the finish, and I'm pretty confident that he wins. I don't think this should be all that close of a fight. I don't. I don't think so. You think Duraev will outwork and either submit or decision? Your uncle was in Nam? Damn, son. Maksum takedown, solid. He can win in the striking and in the grappling. AG's looking jacked in his Fitstagram. Hey, Ronald Alderman, I appreciate you, bro. Put a lot of work in the gym, bro. I'm like a young Franco Colombo, dude. This the type of card. Looks boring, but probably be brutal KO. Bro, I'm telling you, we're going to be super entertained on Saturday. And regardless of how much everybody's like kind of shitting on the entertainment value and the names, like it's a good card. Nazim got murdered last fight. He's going to lose worse this fight. You go in Hawaii all day. Let's go now. Overhand, right, eyes closed. I think Maksum beats him up, guys. And I'm excited to see if Maksum lives up to this hype, bro. Like, he's one of those guys from that area of the world that, you know, is starting to really come through, and they got some savage killers on the come up. Give me Maksum, dude. Give me Maksum. I'm going to throw the poll up for the next fight of the night. Ladies going after it in the next one. Let's throw the poll up. Let's throw the poll up in the air. Yeah, yeah. All right, poll is up. Let's move on up the card. Let's get to our next matchup, which is actually the featured prelim of the night. It's Ashley Evans Smith versus Ailin Perez. I'm picking Ailin Perez. I mean, Ashley Evans Smith is not bad, but she hasn't fought in like over 2 years, 2.5 years. She lost to Norma Dumont in that last fight. I think Ailin Perez, the youth being on her side, I think she's going to be a little bit of a bully on the inside. Is going to be able to control an Ashley Evans Smith on the ground. But like, if Ashley Evans Smith was more active, her style is like not bad. And it's not like Ailin Perez I'm like so sold on that she's like this next champion. I mean, Stephanie Egger strangled her last time, and she's got some wins on the lower level circuit. It's also shorter than Ashley Evans Smith. Like, there's things to like for Ashley Evans Smith, but I can't go out there and back her with a pick or a bet because she's been out a long time. There's a lot of what ifs and I don't knows. And, you know, she's significantly older now than Perez, 8 years older. I got to go with the 7-2 fighter, Ailin Perez, over the veteran Ashley Evans Smith, who's just 6-5 as a pro. Looking at the odds for this fight here, they are favoring the side of Ailin Perez. She's a -150 favorite. Ashley Evans Smith +164 dog now. The lines are shifting the other way. -189 now. I'm going Ailin Perez. The bookies are watching the show right now. And whatever I say, you see lines shifting, you know, towards that side. So, listen, if you're thinking about betting Ailin Perez, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But I'm not betting Ailin. Maybe I put her in a parlay, but women's fight, I got the favorite at a chalky-ish near -190. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Perez by sub +500. I mean, she could finish her by sub. She's probably going to go for the KO, though. What's the KO? KO is +400. And inside distance is +230. I mean, if Ashley Evans Smith has been out for a while and Perez just comes out with a bullying style, she's a finisher for the most part. I mean, what does she got? 4 TKOs, 1 submission, and then 2 decisions. And those decisions were early on. I mean, she's going after these girls she's fighting, but granted, like 0-1-2, 8-4. Tomorrow's Vidal disqualification, she was winning. The pick is The pick is Ailin Perez, not Ashley Evans Smith. Ignore that. That was a fumble. Ashley Evans Smith should lose. Perez is 100% of the people's picks. Holy shit. I'm so thankful fucking JDM's fighting. So thankful. How is that a casual take? Because I'm speaking obvious facts that Ashley Evans Smith has literally been out for 2.5 years. Like, am I supposed to assume that she's coming great, better than ever, or is she going to look worse? I have no idea. I'll say Perez pass Nunes' uncle. Kevin Lee retired, yeah. Liam 77. I'm going to hold you to that draw. So when the fight companion's going down, expect me to mention it. If you called that, you're a menace, though. You got Perez, Costa, Ottoman, or under Nazim, or under Duraev as my locks. Okay. I respect the calls, but I respect you. Perez is 94%. I mean, come on. Everybody's on Perez. I didn't expect anything different. Perez is the expected winner of the fight. I'm expecting her to win. Realistically, she should probably win. And if she doesn't, damn, Ashley Evans Smith comes through after some years off and, gets a W. All right, next fight. Jack Della Maddalena. Why do betting sites wait so long to put out the fighter props? I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew, brother. Maybe like trying to perfect the perfect line or something like that. All right, next fight on the card is Jack Della Maddalena versus Bassil Hafez. I think Jack Della Maddalena is going to win, but I want to say some things about this guy, Bassil. So he actually grappled Gordon Ryan in the past, and he does compete in grappling. He's a very built dude and, pretty physically strong. His stand-up game is okay. It's very power-centric, and I don't know. I'd say it's decent MMA striking, but not outstanding anywhere. He hits with power. He'll switch his stances. He's a tough guy that pressures forward, but he's fighting Jack Della Maddalena. Jack Della is that guy. He has insane boxing combinations. He digs to the body beautifully. He's so smooth with his stand-up. It's very rare to see somebody like a Jack Della Maddalena. He's a special talent, and I think Jack Della is going to knock him out. First or second round KO. It's the Jack Della Maddalena show. I don't think this fight is going to be considerably close, honestly. Do we have any lines here? I'm not seeing them right now. Do we have any lines here? No. I will check, though. I will check my phone. Let's see. Do I have some lines to check, brother? Let's see. Jack Della Maddalena versus Bassil Hafez odds. Let's see. Do we have any odds? Okay, I do have odds. I see odds in front of me. I don't see props, but I see pure betting odds. Jack Della Maddalena is at best value a minus 625, but he's upwards of a minus 770. I agree with the lines. Bassil plus 525 dog. At the low end, you're going to get him at plus 430. This is an extremely wide line for a fight that should be extremely one-sided. Jack Della Maddalena is going to win, and it's going to be by knockout, and I don't think this shit is any bit close, to be 100% honest with you guys. Yeah, you saw the line at minus 650. It's ranging around there. Hafez will KO JDM so hard he'll fix his nose. LOL, joking. JDM's going to win. Yeah, JDM, high confidence pick, man. Thought Holm was going to step in. I think he knows better than that. Opponent coming forward makes it easy for JDM. When I was watching Bassil versus Evan Cutts, and he was just walking forward on him, I was like, I already got my answer. He's going to get slept. He's going to get knocked out. It's just going to be a matter of how long does he last. Jack Della Maddalena is going to box him up, dude. Levels with the hands. Maddalena should be the 100% of the people's picks. I see it sitting at 89, I think, at close? 88 at close. It's the JDM show. It's JDM all day. Holland fighting Chiesa soon. Good fight. I like that matchup. I'm excited to break that one down as we get closer to it. No, Jack Della Maddalena's fight was canceled last week, and then they rebooked him to fight this weekend. He said, hey, I'm going to stick around in Vegas. I want to fight somebody. And now he's here. I love it, dude. Jack Della Maddalena is one of those guys, all comers he'll take on, and he's so fucking dangerous. He is a guy that if you're not a fan of, I have to question your fanhood of fighting. He is what fighting's about. Anytime, anyone, anywhere, and I throw down and I fucking do damage. JDM is savagery. JDM is awesome, and I think that he is going to style on his opponent. I'm going JDM, high confidence. Yes, he's minus 700, but he's a lock. I should have thrown the poll up before jumping to the next one, but it's fine. I'll do it now. I'll do it right in front of you guys. You guys can see it. You guys can see the poll right in front of me. Sadykhov, Nazim Sadykhov. Make sure you guys smash the likes if you're watching and enjoying. Let's get it to like 55 live likes, man. We're sitting at 53. I appreciate you all. Yo, I got to pull up the live sub count. I actually want to read it off. What are we sitting at live? Live sub count. 17,960 subscribers. We are 40 subscribers away from hitting 18,000. So thank you all for that. If you're new, subscribe, and much love to all you guys. Hell yeah. And let's get into the breakdown. Let's get into the next fight on the main card. Terrance McKinney, Nazim Sadykhov. I'll be lying if I wasn't telling you guys that I was flip-flopping, twisting, and turning. Like, this is the one fight on the card where I'm like, damn. I feel like it definitely could go either way. But I just think Sadykhov is more technical than Terrance McKinney. Terrance McKinney is super dangerous early in fights, but he definitely loses that danger as we get outside of the first round. He's still, a good enough fighter. But as far as technical striking, I think Sadykhov is going to be better. Terrance McKinney is a good athlete, so I could see him finding shots, but I don't know if he's going to run over a Sadykhov. It's going to be about, I don't know, scrap city, dude. I see it as super competitive, like coin flip type matchup. I feel like Sadykhov could end up winning this thing on the judges' scorecards. Ends up surviving a dangerous first round and even having like a couple moments. And then in the second and third, I think Sadykhov maybe starts to take over a bit more, finding shots on Terrance McKinney, backing him up a bit, and getting it by a decision. Could he finish Terrance McKinney? It's not impossible, but less likely. I'm going to pick Sadykhov, which I hate doing because I like Terrance McKinney a lot. Plus 124, McKinney. Opened at minus 145. This fight is fucking with my head, dude. I like McKinney, man. Plus 300, McKinney by KO. Has Sadykhov ever been KO'd? Let's pull back a little bit. Let's look. He lost by sub against Juan Galarza. When's the last time Terrance McKinney won by submission? Terrance McKinney has 8 subs. Yeah, he is catching some necks, dude. Very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like T-Rex, though, like he had some really hyped moments, but I don't think he's as good as we all thought. And like Bonfim kind of exposed him last time. So if Sadykhov finds shots, kind of backs Terrance McKinney up, keeps the pressure on him, doesn't just let McKinney throw crazy shit after him and like make him pay when he overextends himself, I really think Sadykhov can beat him here. It's hard to pick against McKinney, though. Very interesting. Yeah, 18K on the way, fellas. Houdini beats an Anakin Skywalker. The OVs have been so disappointing lately, bro. The EVs have been where the danger's at. Bonfim's definitely a striking savage. You're going to pick Terrance? I respect you guys for picking Terrance. I totally get it. I think he could win. It's not impossible that he gets it done. But I just have to say I'm picking against him, unfortunately. It's not like I want to be picking against him here. I don't want to pick against the guy, but I feel like he's going to take the L. I feel like this. My Wi-Fi? What? Bro, it says that I have top tier Wi-Fi. It says everything's running great. It shouldn't be having any problems right now. So yeah, it's all green right here. That's annoying, bro. I wonder if it's like OBS Studio fucking with me. That could be it. So I don't know. I don't know. Could be, brother. Could be. We don't know, brother. All I'm saying is this. I think T-Rex, Terrance McKinney, is going to win the fight. I'm flipping the pick right now. No, I'm really not. I'm just giving you guys shit. I'm going to stick with Sadykhov for now, but like maybe this is one where at weigh-ins, I make some considerations. I'm looking at myself just to make sure everything's good. Yeah, we run it smooth. We Gucci, man. Everything looks beautiful. It looks so nice. It's so beautiful. Guys, we got 54 likes in the chat. Let's get 55, bro. I want to see that nice 55, baby. Sadykhov to win the fight. It should be one-sided. He should get it done. Give me Nazim Sadykhov for the victory. We're going Sadykhov. I have to pick him. I think he's technically better than Terrance McKinney, and I'm not trying to fall into like the hype that I have as a fan of Terrance McKinney. So, yeah, Sadykhov is the pick. Let's keep running up the card. Oh, mamma mia. We want to see more fights. Yeah, we got 5 more. We still got 5 more. Your AC busted in a heat wave in New York. Air quality issues, bro. It sounds very shitty. Hey, thank you, Joe Levinskas. He says 55. Ask and you shall receive. You guys are great. I appreciate you all, man. I appreciate you, my brothers. All right. There we go. Get your votes up in the chat as we continue to the next fight on the card. The next fight on the card. We got Otoman Azaitar versus Francisco Prado. So, Otoman Azaitar is a guy that came into UFC with a ton of hype. He's like this brutal knockout artist. And then he got viciously chinned by Matt Frivola. And that was a violent KO. And then I'm looking at Francisco Prado's style, and I'm like, damn, he's going to catch a Zaitar too. So I'm going Prado by KO. I feel like a Zaitar comes out pretty wild. I mean, he brings good pressure, and he throws really heavy punches, but he's there to be countered. Prado is like pretty solid tight boxing. And then I look at the size differential, bro. 5'11 to 5'8, 76-inch reach to 71. I know Prado's pretty young at 21 years of age. Lost to Jamie Malarkey last time out, but I will say, I mean, Malarkey and him, there was moments Prado could land, but it was because of the distance, dude. It was that Malarkey was so much longer. It was hard for Prado to do anything getting on the inside. I think Prado is going to chin Otoman Azaitar. I don't want to say Otoman's got the glass chin, but I think he's definitely able to be knocked out. And the way that he fights, I think it matches up well for Prado to find that chin. So give me Prado to win by KO in this fight here. Looking at the odds for it, they're pretty close. Prado is a -122 favorite. He originally opened up at -134. And then Azaitar is a +102 underdog. So I do like the Francisco Prado side to win. I do like Prado to win it by knockout too. Prado by KO is +175. I think this fight is ending inside of the distance. That's -260, but I am confident in it. Under 2.5 is very likely at -205. I expect Prado to be the guy that sleeps Otoman Azaitar. 33 Azaitar taking a loss by knockout last time out. Prado on the come up. I mean, I saw things in the study of Prado when he was fighting Jamie Malarkey that I liked enough, and I even picked him against Jamie Malarkey. Obviously, that was a wrong pick, and it went the other way, but there's things that I like about Prado. When I look at Otoman Azaitar, I think he's just kind of been a little bit overrated, and we just like fell in love with the pressure and the aggressiveness and the heavy punches, and then he got slept brutally. So I think that Francisco Prado sleeps him too. So Prado, KO. Azaitar is going to put himself into dangerous spots that get him knocked out here. You think Terrance looks like a 12-year-old? Why is that? Prado's one of your only bets for the weekend. It's a good bet. Prado got that Drew Dober chin. He's got that thick jaw, dude. Hey, Joe Levinskis, thank you, bro. AJ, love my man. Much love. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you. Hey, thank you for tuning in, brother. You going with Prado? You think Otoman's a lock? You got Otoman Azaitar as a lock? That's interesting to me, dude. I disagree, brother. I got Prado to win with pretty high confidence. I think Prado's going to knock him out, dude. 60% of the people in the chat also agree with the Prado pick. I'm proud. I'm proud. We on Prado. We're on the same side, people. Let's go. Let's keep running. Let's actually not jump up just yet, though. Let me get the poll set. Let me get the poll set for the next fight of the night. Let me get the poll set. Yeah, yeah. All right. Next fight we got. Ladies going at it. Norma Dumont versus Chelsea Chandler. I'm picking Norma Dumont to win. I really wanted to pick Chelsea Chandler. I'll tell you guys that straight out the gate. Like, she's a fucking dog. I like the way she comes in, and she's kind of gives me the vibe of like a female Nick and Nate Diaz variation. She throws hard punches. She brings pressure. She fights from southpaw. She has some ground skills, but like it's raw talent still. She's 5-1. Norma Dumont's 9-2. She's experienced. She's got a lot of high-level wins. She's been in there against majority of the best girls in the world. Whereas like I look at Chelsea Chandler, last fight, her UFC debut, she beat Julia Stolarenko, but like Stolarenko didn't bring that fire. Like she started crumbling essentially. I do not see Norma Dumont as a crumbler. So even if Chelsea Chandler has some striking success, I think she's going to still be in warfare. Like it's not like there's ever any doubt in Dumont's mind. And I think Dumont's more technical. She's going to be a little bit quicker with the boxing, though I like Chandler's aggressiveness. I feel like Dumont can also put Chandler on her back and control her from the top. Norma Dumont for the win. Unanimous decision seems pretty likely. If she got a finish, I could see submission. But I'm thinking it's a unanimous decision for Norma Dumont in this fight. Looking at the odds, -139 for Norma Dumont. And then Chelsea Chandler around +120. So yeah, give me Norma for the win. I do think it's going over at -220. And I feel like Dumont to win by sub +900. Like, that's kind of weird that she's all the way up at +900. I guess she's only got 2 subs, but still has 2 subs. All outside the UFC. Damn, bro. She really hasn't finished a fight in the UFC, though. We haven't seen Dumont even have that, like, finishers pressure, like that. The finisher mentality where it's like, yeah, I'm going after it. Dumont is happy to control and win, which, like, that's fine. That's good. Like, if you're looking to bet on a girl that's pretty consistent, it's Norma Dumont. As far as the odds for this fight, though, money line, it's actually kind of surprising to me that Norma Dumont, she opened at -210, she became a dog, and now she's -140. Like, I see her as clearly better than Chelsea Chandler. I feel like Chandler's tough and brings heavy pressure and throws hard shots, but Norma Dumont is definitely, I think, the higher level experience, but the higher level technical skill set. So I'm going Norma Dumont to win. And I'm pretty confident that she does it here, guys. Norma Dumont for the victory is going to be my call. Yeah, Prado is Drew Dober's little half-brother, man. Little half-brother. Dumont will do mount. I do think she could get mount. Just roll with the lesbian. That's funny as shit. MMA, women's MMA is so crazy. But I think Norma Dumont's better. Dumont's 67% of the people's picks. 62 now. I'll close it out with Dumont as the winner for us. The people are on Norma Dumont. It's crazy. We got a lot of close money favorites here. Yeah, I think Dumont beats her, though. Like, I feel pretty good about Dumont winning. Like, real high. I think real high likelihood, man. Dumont should get it done. Let's keep running, though. Before I jump to it, though, I'll put up the poll in the chat. You feel like female dogs will be barking this card? I mean, it's not impossible, but like I think this is definitely a matchup where the favorite has like the highest level of chance. Like proven favorite versus unproven female dog. All right, let's jump up to the next fight on the card. It's between Walt Harris and Josh Parisian. I'm going to be picking Walt Harris by first round knockout. I think he's going to blitz Josh Parisian early, and he will get him out of there. I mean, if you look at the guys Walt Harris is losing to, Marcin Tybura, ranked. Alexander Volkov, ranked. Alistair Overeem, MMA legend. So, yeah, 3 losses in a row, but like against, you know, high level, way higher level than Josh Parisian. And then you dig into his record a little bit. I mean, knocked out Aleksei Oleinik with 1 punch, knocked out Sergey Spivak, who's now a ranked contender in 50 seconds. Obviously, Andrei Arlovsky, no contest. I believe he won that decision, though, right? If I'm not mistaken, he got a decision in that fight. But it could have went Arlovsky's way, man. But it's a blur to me. I'm like, he won it. He won it. He won the split decision, and then it was a no contest. Daniel Spitz knockout, and now we're getting way back, too far back. Like, he knocks out low-level heavyweights, Chase Sherman, Cyril Asker, Daniel Spitz. And then you got Spivak and Oleinik, who are way level up than Josh Parisian. dude, he's got to knock out Josh Parisian. I think it's going to be in the first round. So Walt Harris is a minus 160 favorite. He's only minus 160? What the fuck is going on with these lines? That doesn't make sense to me. Open at minus 255. Is he like, does somebody know about some crazy injury that he has or something? Like, what the fuck? We're pulling up his Instagram, and I never normally do this, but we're checking out the IG. We got the Walt Harris IG on the screen. I mean, he's training. I just want to see the physique. Look. Here's Walt Harris working. He says we working 5 days ago. He looks like typical Walt Harris, so I don't know why the line is getting closer. I thought that Walt Harris would swell to a 3-1 favorite. Walt Harris first round knockout. KO straight is plus 110, but KO in the first round is where I see it. It's plus 155. So give me Walt Harris by knockout in a fight that really doesn't look any bit competitive to me on paper, dude. But the people are on Parisian. What the fuck is going on? You guys really like Josh Parisian to beat Walt Harris? Do you forget that Walt Harris was beating up Marcin Tybura? I think Walt's just here for a paycheck. Parisian going to shock the world. Wow. Harris KO. Let's go Harris. Yeah, he's faced bigger opponents. Doesn't surprise me. The odds there. Parisian could be a dog. He can weather storm. Harris can slow down. It's really tough to call, but depends on the Parisian turning up. Parisian just looks so slow on the feet to me. He's like a 2004 heavyweight. Well, Harris is a good heavyweight. He can box for sure. It's a mental thing. Okay. But Josh Parisian is a significant step down in competition, though, guys. Come on. You go from fighting 3 high-level guys to someone who's not all that high level. So I think Walt Harris by knockout. High confidence call for me. Yeah, I'm on Walt. Age is a big factor here for you. I mean, I guess Parisian is significantly younger, even though Parisian looks older than him. Give me Walt Harris with confidence. I think Walt Harris is going to beat him up. Let's pull up Parisian's record for you, man. Parisian was KO'd 2 times throughout his MMA career. The opponent's obviously a TKO against Dontel Mays, but he was knocked out by Tony Lopez, actually. And he lost by knockout on The Ultimate Fighter. Yes, Michael Batista, who didn't really do anything with his career. So, yeah, Walt Harris by knockout is going to be my call. This is a huge step up for Josh Parisian and like a really significant step down for Walt Harris, regardless of his bad results as of recent and his accelerated age. You guys think Harris just coming to pick up the last check? I don't know, man. It'd be nice if that check had a knockout and then he gets a $50,000 bonus too. So if you're going to take a fight, you might as well go and put it all on the line and do your best to win it. But I guess if things start going sideways, you're saying maybe Walt breaks. Hey, the under? The under's going to hit. The under. What's the under 2.5? Under 2.5 minus 240. Under 1.5 minus 125. But I like that fight ends inside distance minus 280 though. My call is Harris by KO. But let's keep running up the card. Let's get to a pretty interesting co-main event. It's between Albert Duraev and Jun Young Park. So I look at Albert Duraev, and I was shocked to tell you guys he was the dog. Like, that really caught me off guard. I'm like, looking at it, tape study, and I know Duraev obviously too. And I saw this matchup. I'm like, okay, Duraev's probably going to be like a, slight favorite. No, he was an underdog here. I think Duraev's definitely the better wrestler, and that's where Park is getting a lot of success lately. Jun Young Park does have decent boxing, and I guess he's got, like, silent hype because he's got a 3-fight win streak going for him. But, like, Dennis Tulilin, Joseph Holmes, I mean, the Eric Anders split is kind of impressive. Lost to Gregor Rodriguez, and then he beat Tafon Chukwi, which is, again, kind of impressive. But I feel like Albert Duraev, with his wrestling, is going to be a problem for Jun Young Park. Looking at the stylistic matchup, I think Duraev is the better wrestler of the two. He sticks to his opponents better, a little bit quicker. Interesting to note, right? Duraev, the prospect, essentially coming in, but he's at 34. I know he's got a good amount of fights, but I'm talking about UFC, right? You got 2-1 in the UFC versus Jun Young Park, who's got a shitload of UFC fights. I'm going to say Duraev wins because of the stylistic matchup. I do think he's going to beat him in the wrestling department and then also in the striking. It's competitive. Jun Young Park, though, might be a little bit more powerful and a bit better as far as the boxing tool set goes. But I am going to pick Albert Duraev to win. I do think he's a very live underdog. Not going to say he's my favorite dog ever, but I'm going to pick him to get it done. Duraev plus 136, Park minus 156. Duraev to win by submission, plus 400. Could he lock up a sub on Park? I think it's possible. I feel like Duraev is going to bring like a chain wrestle game, make it difficult for Park. In the striking, it's competitive. Park's going to be able to box with him a little bit. Duraev's not bad on the feet, though. And I think Duraev's going to get the takedowns and control. So give me Albert Duraev to win by a late submission. But I definitely could see him going out there and winning a decision, too. What you think? Big ticket KO, baby. Yeah, the Harris call. I'm on it. I'm on Harris, dude. I think he's going to win. Park solid. You think Park's a good pick? You guys liking Park? I respect you guys on Park, man. I see Duraev is the favorite in the people's. What's the dog lock of the week? The Bob. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow. I'm doing an underdog lock this week. I already got it locked in my mind. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. You guys will find out on this week's Best MMA Bets. I'm letting the anticipation build for my underdog lock this week. Hey, greetings to Basher Strong. Park is quite durable. So I'm going to say Duraev. I mean, he can pull off a late sub or even win a decision. But Duraev is my pick, guys. I think he wins the fight. Albert Duraev. You going with the turtle? A lot of people going with the turtle, man. People in the chat going with the turtle, but the people voting in the poll are going with Duraev in this fight here. Duraev is going to finish out, as far as the people going, sitting at 67% of the people's picks. A nice 6-7%. 67. 67%, brother. They got 67% of the people's picks. I'm drinking that Herb Dean there. It's funny as shit. Park has that dog in him. Duraev not so much. Park does got the dog in him. I get it. Park's your big play this week. Hey, I respect all you guys on Park. I'm not telling you guys my underdog lock until tomorrow. I think some of you know from watching the full card prediction and where my confidence lied at, but some of you are going to be pleasantly surprised. So I look forward to the anticipation building. Iron Turtle works so well for Park. Yeah, I do like his nickname too. Park looks like he's going to cry Andy Wang style. Oh my gosh, bro. Park does look like Andy Wang, dude. Holy shit. You remember when Andy Wang was crying after that fight? Oh my gosh. And BJ Penn was just horrified. Dude, you are making me want to go back and watch The Ultimate Fighter, Pulver versus Penn, Tough 5. That was an awesome season. Yeah, he did get KO'd by Buckley, dude. He did. But I'm still picking him here, guys. I pick him to win the fight. Should throw the poll up for the main event. I'm going to do it right now. Holm. Bueno Silva. Let me make sure I spelled this right. I would take a biscuit, bro. If you could give me one, I would eat it, bro. No over-under's a safe bet. Are we finching it? That's funny, dude. I don't think the over-under in this one is what I'm looking at, man. Yeah, I'm picking Duraev. Beating Chidi and Njokuani means a lot to me because I like Chidi Bang Bang. All right, let's get to the main event. It's Holly Holm versus Myra Bueno Silva. And if you guys are watching and enjoying, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new, subscribe. Shout out to everybody supporting the channel. I appreciate you all, whether you're watching on live or you're watching on replay. Much love. Let's talk about this fight. My pick here is going to be Holly Holm because she's a proven 5-round fighter. She also, I think, has a more vast tool set than Myra Bueno Silva. I like Bueno Silva's kickboxing, though, Muay Thai style kickboxing. She has a really nasty body hook. She's got good pressure. She rips kicks really well to the legs and the body. She comes out with like a tough bullying style, but I think Holly Holm is going to give her difficulties from distance and with the takedown threat. Holly Holm is also going to be physically stronger and better than her in the clinch. So I expect these girls to go later into the fight. I would go Holly Holm to win it by a decision as the official call, but I do have questions about Bueno Silva in the championship rounds. She hasn't been that long before in the UFC, and fighting, someone to the level of Holly Holm, Holly Holm late ground and pound TKO is definitely not impossible. But I am going to pick Holm to win a decision. She's been a decision machine since 2017 when she knocked out Betch Correia. Since then, it's been all decision wins for her. So I expect the decision win trend to continue for Holly Holm in this matchup here. I like her to fight with an intelligent game plan, smothering Mayra Bueno Silva against the cage, working towards trips and takedowns. Holly Holm might be the boxer with the kickboxing style, but she's going to be stronger inside and stronger on top. Bueno Silva got nice subs, though. She got a good armbar, but doesn't matter here. I think Holly Holm is going to beat her. I'm picking Holly Holm to win it. Holm's a minus 143 favorite, though she opened at minus 160, and now she swelled to minus 173. And then Mayra Bueno Silva plus 123. Guys, what am I saying? I pick Holly Holm, and now the line's flipping live. Is that telling you something? They're listening, guys. They're listening. All right, Holly Holm to win. Decision for Holly Holm, plus 120. Holly Holm just to get it done. Money line, minus 173. I think she wins. Probably going longer. It's over 4.5 at minus 185. Fight goes distance, minus 165. Fight's probably going to go distance, man. I have a hard time seeing Bueno Silva finishing her and Holly Holm not really, a finisher as of late. I'm going to say Holly Holm on the judges' scorecards is where my confidence is going to lie in this matchup here, guys. That's what I think. Whether Ronda returns and we get Holly Ronda again. I don't think Ronda's going to return, but if she did, I'd be hype as fuck. Hey, the Bob. Thank you, bro. As much as I miss the bomb rips, he's glad you're cutting back. Yeah, I'm trying to limit it, dude. I'm trying to limit it, but I feel better, dude. I feel way better. Holm will want a title shot against Pennington or Pena, and she might get it. She has 2 wins over Pennington. Holm via head kick, that'd be sick. I don't think so, though. You're fading the preacher's daughter. Holm's money line. Let's go, Holly. Holly Holm. Yeah, give me Holly Holm to win, guys. She's the people's pick at 57% in the polls. Obviously, this card does not have near the hype as last week's card, and I understand, the people are not as jumping up and down with excitement. But hey, listen, we still get fights, and we should be thankful that we get to watch fights every fucking week. The UFC brings us tremendous cards constantly. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about some potential parlays to play on this card here. Let's look at them. Close money favorite Francisco Prado and underdog Tucker Lutz is a plus 340 play. That's quite interesting in my opinion. I also think Azat Maksum is pretty much a surefire winner, and I also like Melquizael Costa. So plus 725 for Prado, Lutz, Azat, Melquizael Costa. If you're not feeling the side of Prado, maybe you're like, listen, I'm a big guy on Ultimate. Hey, respect. Maybe you're even not on Lutz. So then we bring it down to where the fuck's my guy Lutz? Minus 114, Costa, Maksum. I think both of these two win. I also feel pretty confident Norma Dumont does beat Chelsea Chandler, but the fight game can always blow your fucking mind, so be cautious adding that in. That is plus 217 if you did have that one on your slate. If you did ride with Holly Holm in the main, plus 198. These two are pretty confident picks here without, risking it all, I guess. Minus 114 doesn't look horrible. I do think Evan Elder probably wins. Plus 156 if you had it in it. But I like these two more just together. And then, obviously I will create some chaos with this one here. I'll put Holly Holm. Yes, I'm putting women's. Fuck, dude, this is crazy. I don't think I'm actually going to be throwing down. I don't know. Plus 2,160. This could be worth a sprinkle play. It could be worth a $5 touch because that's big plus money. And it doesn't seem impossible that all of these fighters pull off wins. If you have big ticket Walt Harris in there, plus 3,000 now. It was a wild-ass play. This is Chaos City, man. Real Chaos City. Let's just go nuts and put Evan Elder on it. Plus 4,970. Degenerate parlay. I showed first the one I love, and then I showed, kind of a close money one that I think is going to hit. And then now I'm throwing you the absolute lottery ticket of the century. Holy hell. I just want to try to get it to nearly plus 5,000. If you did add Duraev in as an underdog and you hit that, you got plus 11,000 now. That would be straight savagery. If you got a plus 11,814 parlay. It's like almost every pick on the card. Let's just put Ailin Perez on it too. Plus 18,000. Oh. Dudakova ends up shitting the bed if you added her in at plus 26,000. That's not impossible. That's a wild play right here, man. You be the real Mystic Mac if we pull this one off. But I do have a very good feeling about the picks on this card. Obviously, Jack Della Maddalena, almost forgot him. We can add him in. He's a high confidence pick. Let's clear it out. Let's put JDM. So let's go JDM, Azat, Maksum, and let's also ride with the side of, where's my guy Costa? McKinney Costa, plus 117. If you don't have Costa in, minus 222 doesn't seem as horrible looking at the big lines between these two. Francisco Prado probably wins. That brings you to plus 166, which is not great, but still gives you plus money for, two guys also adding to your slate that I think win. Tucker Lutz now plus 538 if you had him. Walt Harris plus 950. We can go fucking crazy with it. You guys know. Like, we can go nuts. I'm just trying to give you guys, some thoughts, some fruit for thought, a little bit about what I'm thinking. You're never picking Fraud Turner again. Last week was International Fight Week. Yeah, we can never expect this type of card to stack up. The future of the women's division, hopefully some new talent emerges from somewhere and comes in and takes over. That's what I'm hoping for. You got Bueno Silva on DraftKings. I respect it. I wish, Ashmos was fighting. I think he's fighting next week. Aspinall Tiberius is going to be lit. Yeah, UFC London is heat, guys. UFC London's going to be awesome. I feel like UFC London always delivers, though. Like, when does the UFC disappoint us when they go to London? Guys, I hope you enjoyed another episode of the Late Night Live. Make sure you guys smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all tuning in to the show. Plenty of content dropping all week. I've dropped a fuckload of news videos throughout the week about recently announced matchups and some speculation type matchups as well, with the Adesanya and Duplessis one, which actually broke past 10,000 views, which is awesome. Full card picks out on the channel. This breakdown up Wednesday, which is tomorrow, is this week's best MMA bets, which I'm looking forward to that show. I'll be bringing the heat with that. And then Thursday, we got the Money Line, a special Thursday edition with my guy Mike Finch, so tune into that. Friday, I have the weigh-in recap show as always, and Saturday, I'm live for the entire card. The entire card, baby. You guys know how it is. We do the full card fight companion every single Saturday. I'm back with the heat for it. So looking forward to it. I appreciate you all showing me the love and support. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you all watching. Thank you all chatting it up with me. I appreciate you guys throwing me your picks as well. I'm going to be doing the timestamps right after this one. So I'll see you all tomorrow for the next video. Peace, guys.